EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
On the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter if they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's the first carry for Matt Breida. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down by...
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, man, watch the boot.
Play action, it's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll bring out 4 receivers, 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Watch the pass.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Here we go, D.
from the gun. That'll be complete to Breida. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. I got it.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. He'll have a first down past the 40. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Gain on the play. First down, Arizona.
Here's Murray from midfield. Rolling to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Murray looks to throw again. 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And fights through one man. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Second and 12.
Check back 21. Go. Go. Check 43. Ready.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Then he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
After the turnover, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray. Being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up third and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. Throwing again, Murray. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Play fake. Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
10 at their own 49-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. And they come up here now, first down. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
24-yard gain.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. From the gun, Murray. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Cardinals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. 3rd and 10. Now Murray again. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Faking the give, Darnold. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Come on, baby.
Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Panthers add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
Panthers 10. Cardinals, nothing.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to the air on second down, it's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Arizona.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Murray to air it out again. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The Lions move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd. To throw again. Murray. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. And he completes it to Hunt. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
A 48-yard attempt.
That's going left, and Prater missed him. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And that's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An Incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Looking deep here for Ebron. And this will be caught at the 30. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 30-yard line.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Hey, ready? Let's go, B, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check.
Play action. It's Darnold. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
Intercepted by the Cardinals. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On 1st down, it's Darnold. That one complete. He finds Shark. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Darnold. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he coughed it up. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left, and this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. And there he went quite a ways just to catch that ball. He started out lined up out to the right, caught it on the left side of the field.
So what does that tell us? That there was tremendous protection on that play, because that's not going to happen very fast, to be able to cross all the way from one side of the field to the other. Great job by the offensive line, keeping him upright and plenty of time to find him downfield. And boy, they did it successfully.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky, because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Darnold from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Darnold took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here, and I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Murray now on 1st down. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 50 Cent. Mike, 50 Cent.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 38-yard line. In the wild card game last week, he had 4 catches, and now he has his 4th catch here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 24. Shotgun now from Murray. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half. Maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Godwin would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine, and you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Let's go. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Hey, ready? Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go, here we go. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check that.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's going to air one out. And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
Confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and now it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing on second and long. Murray. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And the Cardinal first down.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Get him down, but he does reach the 5. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
At the 5-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. He's coming.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it here with Hunt. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Panthers' 6-yard line.
This is Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said keep. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Ebron with it over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Double. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check. Lady, check.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. It's a run. Hey, check Mike 21. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. That is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown from 19 yards away. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in for the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock.
He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Out of the gun, they run him with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. From the gun, Murray. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. He'll return it from the 6.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Now Murray. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this will be taken at the 13. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Darnold. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
But they certainly aren't afraid to dial up the long ball, and fans dig the long ball. And they absolutely needed it, and guess what? They got it. How about that?
And now a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up. The touchdown saved their playoff lives momentarily. Now for the 2-point conversion. Darnold now to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Slide to kick off for Carolina.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray to throw. Buying time to his left. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And it'll move the chains. Here's Murray from midfield. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this. It's caught inside the 25. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Oh, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
first down and a run with Hunt. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. What can Murray do now with his drive? He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. It's a touchdown in overtime. And they are marching on to the playoffs. And the Cardinals season will continue as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.